a spiritual significance to it. I put it on the blog. You know, I put that one. It's kind of
Chuck Schumer.
Yeah,
I love that. Alex was like, "You wouldn't buy a pastrami sandwich off of Chuck Schumer if you walked into the deli and saw him cutting up some meat. You wouldn't trust him to sell you a pastrami sandwich." It's so true. If you saw Chucky Schumer with his glasses like down on his nose and he was back,
do you like this meat?
Just like giving you a weird look while he's chopping up the meat. It's like, I'm going to a different restaurant here.
You want a good sandwich? You know, we're open 6 ways from Sunday. We'll get back to you.
Recipe courtesy of the intelligence communities.
A little cyanide, a little LSD.
We'll fix you up, okay?
Oh man, I was watching a documentary on the CIA mind control, MK Ultra stuff, and it's ridiculous. Did you know they dosed an entire French village in the 50s? Like what they did is there's a bakery that was...
Well, now that they did it to white people, I'm outraged.
Right? I don't know how big the village was. I think it was under 1,000 people because 300 got dosed in a day. And what they just went to the main bakery, some CIA chaps, you know, LSD on the bread, and 7 people died, which is the sad part about it. I wish nobody had died, because then it'd be just kind of funny, which is it'd be horrible. I mean, I'm not condoning that, but just a bunch of French people on acid, sacre bleu, running around freaking the fuck out, because they're all... I do the French accent character myself. Part of the humor is they already run. Imagine just a French village suddenly. That's kind of funny, but it's not funny, because what happened is one guy was like, "Look at me, I'm a dragonfly," and he just ran out the window on the floor and died. It's sad, but it's you know what I mean? Like, he really meant it, and he just ran out and dead.
I love that old Bill Hicks joke about the kid who took acid and thought he could fly, so he jumped off a building. He's like, "What? That kid was just an idiot. Why don't you test it out on the ground first?" Go straight to the jumping off the bridge.
Oh man. Yeah. So anyway, that our Central Intelligence Agency has pulled some real shenanigans, and it's about time that's over, because it's not good for the rest of the country. Because here's the deal. Technically, that's our tax dollars at work. Well, not always. Sometimes they do stuff off the books, but they're representative of our whole country. And I wouldn't dose a French village. I mean, I joke about it. I think it'd be funny to see in a film, but I wouldn't want to do it for real, because some idiot's going to jump out a window because he thinks he's a dragonfly.
How suspicious can you get? Like, you're going around the village just passing out bread.
Would you like some free bread today?
This has never happened before. Why are you handing me bread?
It's my special recipe.
I've never seen you before. Who are you?
Don't worry, I'm from the town up the street.
Oh, what are you doing here?
There's something weird about that, man.
You're a baker, or what's happening?
That's right. Oui. Have some bread for me.
You don't sound French. I don't either.
I'm totally French. Yeah, that's how did that happen? Like, what? So I think it was probably just a couple of guys walked in, and just one guy went up to the baker at the counter and started being really bad in French, and his partner just Adam sprayed because you don't need much. You don't need much. Just that's all you need.
And how did the people die? They like...
It was because they were hallucinating and they did something that hurt them.
They didn't physically die from the...
Yeah, like one person might have scratched their eyes out because they thought snakes were coming out of their face.
Yeah.
One person jumps out the window because they're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm a dragonfly."
That's such a scary thought.
It is.
Tripping on acid and you don't realize it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Holy shit! You think you're really going insane.
Yeah. And that's the other thing.
Out of nowhere, like just in the middle of your day, and you're like, there are like, I have like 4 arms. You know, I'm on Pluto, and it's like, why am I on Pluto?
Sucks my blood! What is going on here? I do not understand. Why is the world turning to blood? What is going on in the world right now? It makes no sense. Yeah, it's so I feel for him. But our government does that.
I want to eat my scarf. I want to eat my scarf. I need to.
It is quite delicious. It tastes like butterscotch.
Suddenly, I have to eat my scarf.
Yeah, that happened. And you know, it's not been like vetted 100%, but you can Google CIA doses village in France.